Well, hello. This is Father Andrew. I'm the church planting vicar here at the Darke County Anglican Church. And we're taking just some general questions that people ask about of Anglicanism and going through them a little bit. And some of these questions we'll probably have to spend some time with because there's a lot of things that can be said, but I kind of want to do the short snippet things so that you can digest it really quickly and then move on with your day, and then you can digest a new part of it. And so this question is Anglicanism and the arts, how Anglicanism has influenced literature, music, visual arts throughout history. Well, there are certain areas in which Anglicanism has had a big impact, and then some areas where their impact might be less felt. Let's go with the big impact first. In England, people would speak local dialects of English. So you'd have English in this town and English in this town, and it was often different enough that it was almost hard to communicate sometimes because of the differences in English. Well, then, if you set forth to write a Bible and a liturgy for the English people, you have to decide on some rules that everybody's going to follow, and you basically codify or standardize the English language for everybody so that you don't have to have a new Christianity for every local dialect. You can have a standardized English Christianity. And so English Christianity standardized the King's English or King James English as the English of the court and the English of the church, which ended up becoming the English of the theater, or we talk about Elizabethan or Shakespearean English. Shakespearean English owes its debt to Anglicanism for existing. And so Shakespearean English, of course, has this tremendous, English, it's like an earthquake of an effect on the English language because Shakespeare's English was so popular with so many people. And so, not only do you go to church and you hear high church King James English, but then you would go to the theater and you'd hear it as well. And people started to use English that they were reading in their Bibles and English in Shakespearean plays to talk to each other. Adieu, adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow. That's a Shakespearean phrase, and it became ingrained in the language of the people. And so, how people speak and how people think about English as a language up until about the 1850s was so impacted by Anglican Christianity standardizing English to be used in worship, to then eventually be used in court, and then eventually used in theater. What about English, or what about Anglican's effect on music? Well, I can focus on one area and kind of talk realistically in this area much more than some of the other areas. The hymns that we enjoy in English, most of these hymns are Anglican hymns for the season of Christmas. And so America draws its Christmas traditions from the Lutherans and the Anglicans. The Lutherans give us things like Christmas trees and some of the cuisine. And so there's this impact of Lutheranism on English Christianity. But when we think about Christmas in the Anglican world, we're actually drawing a lot from Charles Dickens and the way he would think about Christmas. He was an Anglican, and the way he thought about Christmas was basically 1800s Anglican Christianity painted for him the picture of Christmas that he then puts in his books and captures the mind of popular culture. So English Christianity with its songs, as far as Christmas is concerned, is very impactful in how we think about our Christmas season, how we sing during our Christmas season, and so on and so forth. Finally, literature. I'll go back to Elizabethan English. For years, English was written in Elizabethan style English. That was the English codified by the British for the use in worship and the use in court. Well, if you're going to use it in worship and you're going to use it in court and everybody kind of understands it, then if you write a book in that style of English, it's accessible to most English people. So huge impacts on all these things. These were great questions. I hope to do a few more of these coming up, but for now, have a great day. So long.